Hey guys, it's Natassiawright. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. It has been ages, pretty much 6 months, and so I wanted to give you guys a little update on what's been going on with me. Why have I been gone for so long while I do my makeup for my training session this evening? But guys, stick and stay. You're gonna hear so much more. See you later. So guys, like I said, it has been ages, but this video is long overdue. So today I have a training with some new recruits in probably like another hour. So the time that I have, I'm just gonna put some makeup on for the session, and I'm just gonna give you guys an update as to what's been going on over the past few months that I've been missing. I haven't been missing. I've been here working, but I haven't been very active on YouTube because it takes so much out of me anyway to do it. I want to share with you what I'm using as base right now. I have changed my routine yet again. So I'm using a moisturizer, and this is MAC Prep and Prime. I do have their Fix and Matte spray. It's also a part of the Prep and Prime, so I'm gonna just put a little on my face. I try to follow the routines that I see they come out with every now and then, just to make sure that my makeup stays in place. I realize the older I get, the more I sweat, and the makeup just sweats off. So I try different things every now and then to make sure that everything stays in place. Right now I'm going to be using the Fit Me powder, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on my face so that I can keep my makeup in place. All right, so over the past 6 months I have been so overwhelmed with business, life in general, big moves, and you know, just different transitions, and so it definitely has not been easy. Can I tell you, I think over the past few months I have gone through probably some of the hardest processes I've ever had to go through in life, and so that's definitely nothing to share on, you know, in the public realm per se. But just to say that it is necessary for us to all go through these seasons, because guess what? If you don't go through anything hard, like, you're not growing. And another part to it is that I believe that in various seasons of your life, God will reveal himself to you in different ways. And so you have to ensure that, you know, you're in tune, you're listening to what he's saying, and you understand that it's just a part of the process, really. It's just a part of the process. He has to show up in another way for you to identify what he's doing in the new season. And so I've had to come to a realization that, listen, change is good, and I have to embrace it. So a lot of times people will see you out there in the media, they see you doing things, and you know, people just feel as though life is easy for you, right? Because guess what? You have it all put together. You have a family, you have this wonderful career, you're in the public realm, and so yeah, things are perfect. Absolutely not. Things are not perfect. Things are not perfect for anybody, and in fact I think everybody out there is going through some kind of struggle in one area or another. So that's the first thing I want to let you know. If you're going through something, listen, it's nothing for you to be ashamed of, be too proud to mention. It is okay. We all struggle in one area or another. So yeah, so pretty much I have been trying to keep grounded over the past few months, and I have traveled quite a bit. You know that's a must. So for various events, Jamara and I, we had two events. I think the last video I think I did the last video around about the time that we were traveling. So you would have seen that we had our major event in Florida, and then we came home. Of course, I always have speaking engagements going on, so that was another thing. But I think as March finished, I think April was when everything in terms of the transition really started to take a toll on me. Meaning with life changes and just all the different things that were happening, and I had to find a way to balance, and it was not easy. And can I tell you, that was when I really started to dig deep spiritually. When I tell you, I just had to go deeper with the word. I had to go deeper with devotion, with praying, with fasting. Oh my gosh, it was just it was just rough in general. But so from March, I'd say end of March, April, May, June, July, August, yeah. Trust me, some faith testing times. Some great things happened during those times too. We had an event in not Atlanta, in Savannah, Georgia, and it went really well. We were so happy. The mayor came out, and there's other things that we did. Of course, you guys know that I'm doing my PhD. So when you hear me talk about doing UN work, business, having my family, traveling, all these different things, always remember that school is a part of it. And so it's definitely tough. And I just wanted to share a few things with you. I know I'm already gone 6 minutes in, and it would seem as though I'm rambling. I'm not gonna be doing too much, guys, with the makeup, because really and truly I don't need to. So yeah, those things have been changing, and it has been difficult. Not because I want an easy life, but just because every time you go through different transitions or different seasons, you just don't know what to expect. You have to remember, when change comes, it's not what you used to. So your natural inclination is to run, is to hide, to be upset, to feel ashamed, to feel as though life is giving you a beating, all these different things. And I think I struggled with all those thoughts over the period of time. I have to move in a little bit. I struggled with all those thoughts throughout those months, I must tell you, because the shifts were major. I found that even friendships, relationships were just being dissolved. And when I say dissolved, I mean like seriously. And so I had to lean in a little bit closer. And there were a lot of things that I learned, and God has been dealing with me. I don't think that dealing with will ever stop. Has been dealing with me on a number of things. And the first thing I want to share with you guys is that, listen, I don't expect you to be perfect. Like, your life is never going to be perfect. You will go through moments or seasons of rest where you feel like, okay, God, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to enjoy my life and not have to worry about certain issues. But at the same time, you will never ever feel like you have everything put together. And that is something that I don't go around toting that I have life put together, because I don't. I don't know any man who does. And you will have various seasons of your life where you realize that there are things that you need to work on, and some things that you thought you were so solid on, you're not anymore, or you're just not, because you find yourself faltering. And so I had to focus. I had to remind myself that, listen, you are a human being. You will go through things just like everybody else. And I had to release, guys, this is important. I had to release people's thoughts. I'm just on a normal sponge right here. I'm gonna put some setting spray on it. I had to release people's expectations of me. I had to give myself grace. A lot of us, especially as professional women, we don't give ourselves grace. We don't. We just think that we should get everything right, and that's not life. All right? We will always be in a process where we're learning something. You know, different seasons call for different versions of us. And so I had to be a little bit patient with myself because I was going through a season that I was not familiar with. And I could not operate as I usually do, you know. I had to give myself grace. And so I want to tell you guys out there, give yourself grace. If you're going through a season that is new for you, it's new to you, allow yourself to go through it. Forgive yourself, forgive others, and most importantly, just understand that, listen, everything happens for a reason. You may not be able to go back in time, but you can definitely redeem the future, right? And so I can tell you that if you decide that you are going to take the positives, even the failures, if you're going to take the failures, right, and you're going to look at them and you're going to look at the lessons that you can learn from them, it is all going to work out for your good in the future. So I had to learn a lot of things. I had to even start thinking about how I'm gonna revamp business. You know, guys, I even started reading different books because I said, you know, I really wanted to zone in this season. And so I started looking at different types of books, business books, start having more conversations with business people just to get a feel, because sometimes when you're going through something you will feel as though you're the only one. You're not. You're not the only one with issues. And so it's good for you to have a little community, and a lot of us, we like to think that we can do things by ourselves. It's good to be independent, but it's even better to be interdependent. And so I've had to have sit downs and calls with persons just to hear their different struggles, how they overcame them, get a pointer here and there from them to say, hey, you know, how do you deal with this problem? How do you work this out? And while I was doing all of that, guys, I realized I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. And I ended up, and that is why I say, guys, giving yourself grace is so important, because every time I left those conversations, I left feeling better because they were saying to me, hey, Nas, this is nothing new. Like, I'm an entrepreneur too, and I go through these moments, you know, and so you start feeling better about whatever it is that you're going through. So, you know, give yourself grace. Understand that the season you are in, God is showing up in a different way. He may have showed himself up to you last month or last week, last year, as, you know, a redeemer, as somebody who, as the one who, you know, can heal, as the one who provides. This season he may want to come to you as the one who is merciful and faithful and the one who will comfort you in your times of sorrow. And so you have to just understand that that is God, and he will choose how he wants to show up in any season. Another thing I want to also mention to you is that you also have to understand that none of us can run away from issues. I've always said this. I think I have always mentioned that none of us are bigger than issues. We all face troubles, and so don't ever think that you're too smart, you're too brilliant, like these things can happen to you, and you tell yourself, oh, never ever ever will it. There's no such thing. That's not even realistically possible. You're going to go through something, no matter what you think. you're gonna face some problem. And so you just have to prepare yourself. You have to trust your gut. You have to trust your expertise. There are a lot of us right now, we're sitting down on stuff that we know we are brilliant, and we don't trust ourselves. We're living in fear. We're not trusting God in the season that we're in. And so I'm saying to you that what you're going through is not a surprise to God. It's not. It didn't take him by surprise. He's not there sitting down saying to himself, oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. I did not know she was gonna do that. That is not our God. Our God has everything in control. And he knew what you were gonna do from the get-go. So don't ever think that God is there so surprised and upset with you. If you have done wrong, don't be afraid to repent. You have to repent. In fact, I'm trying out this. This is liquid blush. So I've been trying this out lately. I think I have 2 of them. Do I have? No, this is one. So I'm trying out the blush. I've been trying out the blush lately. So let's see what it's gonna look like. So I'll use a liquid blush, and then I will go in with the powder. Hopefully this is not too bright. I hope. Oh my gosh, it looks super bright. Wow. What did I do? What did I do, man? All right, that's okay. Let's see if we can tame this a little bit, because it's too heavy. Definitely too heavy. I still think it's a bit heavy, but I think it's okay. It's okay, right? So yeah, for the rest of the year, we have, I say less than 4 months in the year. We don't have any personal events planned, but we will be representing a few persons. We will be speaking for a few persons. So I know our work is not done for the year at all. If you guys don't know, I'm not really like what do you call it? Eyeshadow person. So I'm just using some bronzer right now on my face, and that will pretty much suffice. I'm gonna do eyeshadow right now. Try to find my brush. Right, so I'd like to say, with everything that I've gone through over the past few weeks, this is pretty, some of the biggest lessons remain to be confident in who God is. Understand that every season comes with something different. Every season won't look the same. I remember end of July, I was there thinking that, okay, yeah, so I'm finally gonna be getting out of this weird season. And the last day, it wasn't the last day, it was the last Sunday in July, I got a call. My uncle had passed away. His picture is actually on the thumbnail, and guys, that rocked me to the core, because like that was like so unexpected. He actually died from cardiac arrest. Just a week before that, my husband's uncle died. So it's just been crazy. It's just been crazy. I'm just trying to stay on top of everything that's happening. It's not the easiest, and I definitely don't wish these kinds of things on anybody. But just understand that they're exactly what they are. They're seasons, and they won't last. things will change, things will turn around, and it's just for you to be able to outlast that season. I think I did a little bit too much, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure we can fix it, I think. Alright, let's see some setting spray. Alrighty, so off camera, all I did was put some black eyeliner and some brown lip liner. I'm really not thinking of doing any color on my lip other than putting some lip gloss on. If I can find the lip gloss, I know I left it somewhere. It's probably in the car. But I have something else I can use in the meantime that is also brown, and I think that is it. So I know my update was short, but that was the intention anyway. Just that there are plenty changes and we have to adapt to those changes. I think I showed you most of the products. This is one of the foundation Beauty Stop by Pageant Boss. This is a Jamaican brand. Also the powder I use, the loose setting powder, is also from Beauty Stop, local brand. I like to support the local brand companies. And I did not show you the bronzer. The bronzer is by Beauty Concepts. This is and the powder blush is Ellen Tracy, this is like my second one. I have two of these because I love it so much. I love the different colors on it. So I think that's it, because I don't want to overdo it. It's training for some staff, so I don't have to go all out. I don't want to go all out. So this is this. Again, I think the final thing I would leave with you guys is just to understand that every season requires change. It requires you to come to a heightened level of sense of who you are. You can't stay the same, guys. Every season is going to require you to show up different. And so I want to encourage you to show up a different version of you, a better version of you each and every time. And don't feel bad about who doesn't appreciate who you are now. That's okay, because everybody has to make changes that will benefit themselves and their family in the long run. So do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Don't mind the naysayers. Don't mind what people will want to say about you because of those changes. You have to do what you have to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. I know that you guys are gonna be anticipating seeing more videos. Definitely you will see much more of those to come. Mr. Wright will be joining me on a few of those videos when we're talking about purpose and leadership and, you know, vision and changing your life and doing all these wonderful things. He's gonna be joining me on the channel to talk a lot about those things. I'm still HRing. That's not gonna change. I'm still recruiting, and so I'm gonna be sharing more on those topics, as well as I'm looking to venture into a business that I have been doing for some years, but I haven't really been focusing on it as much. So much more to come. Thank you guys for sticking and staying. This was just a quick thing. I just needed a quick do. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Shall prosper. Love this song. Love this song.